Hello there, welcome back to France and this week's, schedule. And, it will be not really that interesting. All that you will be getting is probably 3 videos this week, due to the fact that I am more or less changing it up a little bit with adding a new series. In this case, we'll be adding a new one, probably Sunset Invasion, I think. Play as the Aztec and then take over the 5 major European cities, I believe. And those cities are London. I have to figure out where the hell Amsterdam is, but I believe it's in this area. Paris, Lisbon, or Lisbo, Madrid, Rome, and Amsterdam, as I believe. So I might as well just figure out where it is now, so I know for. Well, that didn't help. So I kind of believe it's Antwerpen, if I'm not completely mistaken. I believe it's in this area, or it might even be. Well, I'll have to figure out on a proper map, but I'm a little bit unsure if it's actually in Denmark. But yeah, I'll probably end up that, and that will give us 3 videos a day for the week, or for this week, which should be interesting enough. And once again, you'll probably get every now and again a video of GTA, Call of Duty, any other game that I might play, if I feel like. Wow, if I feel like recording it, might even get Flash games. So, but I'll be trying to keep at least to some extent the Call of Duty game. Sorry, the EU4 games coming out 2 or 3 times a day for as long as I can. And unfortunately, that means the only thing that I really have time for is recording the games. I can't really do. I don't really have time to do much else than that. But I think that should be fair enough. So, with that said, I think we are ready to get going with France here. I can't actually remember what I did last time, so I should probably check out my video. But I believe we did some messing around in Uzbek. Yes, we did. And we are basically saying now we'll fight another war against Uzbek, and then we'll probably fight a war against Muscovy once we have the Kazakh borders in this area, so we can cut them off. But we'll have to see how it turns out, and for now we'll simply be trying to set that up, I think, and hopefully it'll go without too much fuss. Let's see, don't I have a? Well, I'll have to set up. I believe there's actually an achievement to set up a colony down here, so I should probably do it. So next time I get my colonies back, I'll probably set up a colony down there. And also, while we're at it, the integration of England is pretty soon done. So I think I'll just allow Great Britain to do whatever they want in this area. There are actually limits to how high I can bring my tariffs, and I believe I'm actually almost, I'm fairly high over my naval force limits as well. So I'll probably, how should I put it, abandon the New World more or less. I could always go for the vassalization of Inca and Colombia. I have no idea how Colombia actually broke free, but that doesn't really matter. They'll most likely actually end up taking the Incas, so it would be fun to have a Colombian state, don't get me wrong, but I'll probably go and get rid of it. Let's see, are these pretenders? Platon separatists, and well, that's kind of interesting. But I guess I'll simply train a squadron down here to help out. But once again, as I said, we'll be trying to more or less just continue where we left off and prepare for a great war against Muscovy, more or less. An innovative idea has been taken: optimism. It gives a monthly war exhaustion minus 0.05, should help out quite a bit, especially when we already are at war. And as you can see here in the background, the coalition is basically the entire world that I or my vassals do not control here. What is kind of interesting is, well, as you can see, it will actually take 100 years before my aggressive expansion against the Ottomans is gone. And unfortunately, I also believe that I can't actually get myself in a position where I can lure them in with an ally of theirs, Venice, Persia, and Mali. It would be interesting because they apparently took down Algiers, or I know that, yeah, they took down Algiers pretty recently, I believe, because I just got the colonialism casus belli on them, and thus it seems that I can actually use it to take, well, at least these 3 provinces. So that's kind of interesting, but that doesn't matter. As you can see, England has been integrated, and as such, apparently someone did not like that show. However, left the coalition. And thus we will definitely be declaring war on them straight away. What I'm kind of worried about right now is the fact that England had a bunch of colonies, it seems, not finished. They did. well, that's not good. And I'll probably lose some of the colonies, but hopefully that won't be the case. I apparently also have a lot of troops now, some other places, so I'll have to do a quick check on that, and most likely also go down on the army maintenance. Yeah, I definitely need to find out where those extra troops are, because I do probably not need them. So I'll just figure it out, and we'll see how it goes. At this stage, considering how the coalitions are actually looking, there aren't really once again that much I can do. What's kind of interesting here is trying to potentially vassalizing the Oret Horde. They do have a little bit too many promises for forceful vassalization, I think, but their base tax is, well, it's fairly high, but not that high. So if the Muscovites keep on actually causing problems for them and pounding on them, then definitely going for a forceful vassalization, if I can lure them into a war, is probably a smart thing to do. But as for now, I don't actually have anyone I can fight, due to the fact of me having truces with virtually most of the world. And if I do want to fight, I'll definitely bring in a coalition with anyone else who might try to actually get into a war with. So neither of them are actually a potential thing to do. What I could, of course, do here is trying to peacefully vassalize the Teutonic Order. And, well, I think I'll actually just go for that, because there aren't really that much else I can't be doing right now. So we'll do that. What I'm currently doing, I believe I have started the integration of Greece here. No real reason to turn them around with Syria and Iraq. Same goes for the Timurids and to some extent Castille. So those three are targets of integration, and that should bring me down to I lost a claim, I don't care. That would bring me down to well, 9 diplomatic relations, and with the relations I'll be getting, most likely with the Teutonic Order, I'll be brought up back to 10. So for the first time in a long time, I'll be below my recommended number of diplomatic relations, as it were. Malabar and Gvalio have left the coalition as well here, so we'll definitely be starting 3 wars pretty soon, and those 3 wars will be with Gvalio and Malabar. And, well, I think I'll actually just go for a straight out annexation of Gvalio here, which should be kind of interesting. And as you also can see, some of the colonies here actually end up breaking due to the fact that I did not put enough troops to protect them. But I'll finish these 3 up. And I believe I have no colonies right now, so I'm once again making money. A little bit too much money, so I'm currently in the process of upgrading my navies once again. We're also taking an upgrade on the military technology to level 19, defense in depth. It enables me to use Carbineers, Ulan cavalry, reformed Latin hussars, or hussars, flying batteries, impulse infantry, sworn infantry, and I can now build a proper fortress, so that's quite good. And we'll also pretty soon get the diplomatic tech, or diplomatic tech 26, which gives me colonial range increase, and also the a new transport ship, more or less. But for the time being, we'll be upgrading our troops, I believe. But my pulsing abilities are pretty damn bad, because I try to stop it at the end of each month, but I miss. If I do end up losing a couple of units because of this, I would be pissed, but I think we can live with that. I think we'll go for the hussars, or hussars. I'm a little bit unsure, I'm pretty sure it's hussars, something like that. So yeah, we have a upgrade on basically every single one of our units, and considering that no one else actually has it yet, it seems. Well, the Ottomans do have it, of all people, but I believe they are still Ottoman tech, so they probably do not have the same units. They also have the mission to conquer southern Greece, so they will be attacking us if they get the opportunity, which is quite bad. But as I said, currently building some frigates, and we'll probably end up building quite a lot of them. But for the time being, we'll just try and keep these peasants and rebels and everything at bay, and we'll be waiting a couple more years before the truces start running out and we can start declaring wars. As I said, I want to wait until all the truces have run out, so on the 15th of March we'll declare a war on Uzbek, and we'll also declare wars on Gvalio, Malabar and Show, and hopefully then we can start making some gains. We'll see how it goes. Turgot and economic reforms. Turgot issued 6 edicts, eliminated the forced labor system of building roads, dissolved the guild system, lifted all sorts of tariffs and foreign trade controls, and implemented physiocrats' favorite policy, a single tax on landowners. So what I can do here is let him reform, lose 2 points stability. France gets Turgot's economic reforms. I get some real risk compared with what I have right now. That could actually be quite dangerous, to be honest. Or I can don't let them reform, which will, well, help out a little bit better. But I think we'll go for let them reform. I'll be losing 2 points stability. I will be, it'll just last a year though, so it ain't really that bad. National attacks modifier plus 20% and national revolt risk plus 5. Also, there will be 5 noble rebels in Ferrara. So I guess we'll let him reform here, simply due to the fact that most of those events that seem to be kind to you tend to screw you over once you've actually taken them. So we'll boost back stability back up here using 150 admin points. Not really that big of a deal. But if we look here now on the possible revolts, it didn't really go that up or as high as I would expect it to do. So I think we should be fine. Diplomatic tech 26 has been reached, the East India man, a new transport ship, and max colonial range plus 200. So once again, not really that interesting. It's kind of interesting to look at my economy right now, because it was looking a little bit scary once I actually got the English troops and all that. But once I actually found out that I had a ton of heavy ships, I kind of were able to make it work. And as you can see, I'm currently running everything at full maintenance, and I'm still making quite a substantial bit of money. So I'll definitely build some more frigates here to protect my tariffs, more or less. And I'll probably also try and seek out the 3-deckers, heavy ships and all that, and basically try and limit them. And basically I'll only have a fleet of heavy frigates and also some transport ships in both Asia, Europe, and I don't think actually I need them in America, the transport ships that is. I can probably make or do some makeshift there with having the European transports move over there. In war, of course, that would be kind of a annoying thing, but I think we will be fine even so. Did I just set up a set up one too many? But it should be fine, as I said. So for the time being, we'll still be waiting for the truces to end, and then we'll be declaring a lot of wars in Asia area. So we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, Malabar decided to go into a military coalition again, but things are looking a little bit better on the scope of things. Gwalior is out, so I can attack them. Unfortunately, I only ally with Arakan, who doesn't actually give a damn about what I'm doing. The same with Tibet and to some extent Shao now. So since they will not be getting any aggressive expansion from the war that I will be fighting against them, which is basically just a how should I put this? We'll take this one. Just for the sake of things, and the goal will of course be to give back Ming their one province in this case. So yeah, we'll probably get a lot of aggressive expansion here in this war. I thought Ming still had some cores, but apparently they have been lost, which is kind of weird when you see how long it is before that one is lost. Cantonese, Han, probably because these provinces are Cantonese. That's probably why. No, suddenly it didn't make sense again. But as far as I know, there's no real way to remove a core except for changing religion. So I have no idea how this actually works. But for the time being, I kind of wish that these guys were allied with someone so that I could declare war on them. Because well, Shimazu will hate my guts for annexing vassals, and as of now, I'm currently annexing 3 of them. We are annexing Castille, we are annexing Greece, and we are annexing the Timurids. The Timurids I don't actually need to have them around anymore, especially with Kazakh. I can simply feed them Nogai, Uzbek, Muscovy, or at least some of the Muscovite lands, and I can simply use Iraq to eat Persia, and most likely Syria and Iraq both, if we were to get into war with the Ottomans in the future. It's, we are, 52 years away from the end game. So that's kind of interesting, but even so, not really that much we can do for the time being. So we'll be fighting first a war against Uzbek, and then we'll be fighting against Shao afterwards. It's also kind of interesting, or an interesting side note in this case, is that Shao is aligned with Aragon, Khmer, and the Horde, or the Oirat Horde. So I can potentially see if I can forcefully vassalize them, but I do doubt it. So what could be a little bit more interesting things to do here is to release the Mongol Connaught as a vassal, and then basically use them to eat at least these 2, 3, some of the Oirat Horde provinces, basically so that I can forcefully vassalize them in the next war here. As you can see, the Connaught do have 3 cores on the Horde, and if I take that one too, then I think I have then I think we are in a position to forcefully vassalize them in the next war, or at least that will happen if Muscovy cuts them down even more. I'm kind of interested in why Muscovy hasn't actually forged or created Russia yet, but that's probably because they're missing Novgorod here. So we'll be fighting war against Uzbek, but unfortunately I've been chatting away a little bit too much. So we'll be fighting wars against Uzbek and most likely show next time. I can't really do anything about it, unfortunately, because, well, I don't want to spend too much time. And, well, this has probably been kind of a boring episode, but I hope that it has at least been a little bit fun to watch. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and we'll deal with Uzbek show next time. Bye.